of polynomials. Example 1. Suppose f of x is equal to 12x cubed plus 8x squared plus x plus 4. And g of x is equal to 4x. We are going to find f of x divided by g of x. Some of your problems, your homework problems, will look just like this. Others will be written out a little bit differently. But I wanted to start with this way so we didn't have to do a whole bunch of different examples. Hopefully you realize that this is just saying to take this, your 12x cubed plus 8x squared plus x plus 4 and divide it by the other term. And so 4x goes on the bottom. Some of your example or some of your problems will start just like this. Yep. This right here, this is and. This is the symbol for and. Yep. So, and g of x is this. We're going to find f of x divided by g of x. Alright. So, do you all know that this one is what goes on the outside of a division sign? Alright, so the bottom number goes on the outside. So we have 12x, yep, plus 8x squared plus x plus 4. Now, some of you will not have to write all of your steps after we go through them. You don't have to write all your steps, but I'm going to show you all of the steps so that if you need all of the steps, you will be able to do it. So do you have this written out just like this? Yeah. Okay. Do you? Yeah. Okay. I'll show you. Don't fret. Yep, I'm going to teach you. 4x times what? Look at 4x times what gives me 12x cubed. 3x squared. Now, you always want to put it above, so since we're doing x squared, we're going to put it above this one. So it will help keep their spot. So we're doing 3x squared. Okay, so now 3x squared times 4x gives me what? 12x. Okay, time out. Okay, time out, guys. Shh, time out. Eyes and ears. Eyes and ears. 4x times, no one say the answer. 4x times what gives me 12x cubed? So think in your head, what do you have to multiply to 4 to get 12? Is 3. What do you have to multiply x by to get x cubed? X squared. Yes, no? Okay. Okay. Then you have to go through this side. This one is an easier one. It does get a little bit trickier, so we have to make sure we understand where these come from. 3 times 4 is 12. X squared times x is x cubed. Next step in division is you subtract down, so that means whatever sign is here, you have to change the sign. You're always going to be changing that sign. Hopefully you realize that's 0. That was our goal. It's 0. It should be 0, that first one. Then you bring down your 8x squared. 4x times what gives me 8x squared? 2x. So you put plus 2x. And it should, yep. 2x times my 4x gives me 8x squared. Remember, you have to change that sign. Then I'm going to keep making sure you change that sign. So now that's 0. Bringing down our, our x. This is the tricky part. And you might say nothing, but there is something. So 4x times what will give me a 1x? 4 times what gives me 1? 1/4 is right. So you're going to put a 1/4 up there. Because 1/4 times 4 is 1 times your x. So you have an x. So that cancels. That's done. You're bringing down a 4. Now, I will tell you, if you ever have, see how you have x squared, x, and then your number, you are done. This is called a remainder. So you say remainder of 4.
Wait, so x squared.
So your answer is this.
Wait, how do you know that you're not?
Because it's, see how it says x squared, and then it what's the with. Think of your degrees. See, x squared, then x, then no x.
Oh, okay, got it.
So it'll be x. It'll be like if it was x cubed, it would be x cubed, x squared, x, no x. You're done, and that will be your remainder. Because you won't, after you get a whole number, you can think of it as without a variable, huh? Remainder 4. Questions? All right, let's try the next one then. Example 2. We have 125y cubed minus 8 divided by 5y minus 2.
So there's a 5y minus 2. I don't know. Go ahead.
Yep.
It goes on the outside?
That's correct. Remember, this would be on the, this is the thing that's on the bottom. This is what's going on the outside. So 5y minus 2 on the outside. On the inside, ladies and gentlemen, hold your spots with your, so we have 125y cubed. Do we have any y squareds? Nope. But to hold your spot, we're going to go 0y squared. Do we have any y's? Nope. Plus 0y minus 8. The reason I'm doing that is so that it'll help us with our division. Because remember, so it's going cubed, squared, x, or none, and then your 8. Questions yet? All right. Now you always go the first number, 5y. So 5 times what gives me 125? 25. Y times what gives me y cubed? Y squared. Now I will tell you that 95% of the time it's going to be the one down. That's why we held our spots. So what's my next step? Multiply this to this. So 5 times 25 is 125. Y times y squared is y cubed. Well, it's long division, yep. So 25 times my negative 2 is a negative 50 y squared. It helps us, on this side, it helps us get our next number. Okay, remember this has to go to here and to here. It's distributing. It has to go to both. So 25 times 5 is 125 y cubed. Negative 2 times my 25 is negative 50. Y times, so we have y squared. We have to always do what next? Change signs. Yes, change signs. So it's positive, so it's negative. It's negative, so it's positive. We're changing the signs. Because remember, this. Then you add down. This cancels out. 0 plus 50 is 50 y squared. Marissa. 5, right here. 5, so now, oh, and then we bring down our 0 y. 5 times what gives me 50? 10. Now I have a y, but I need a y squared, so it's going to be 10.
Y squared.
Do you know? 10y. Because now this one has to be multiplied by both things. So 10y times 5y is 50y squared. 10y times negative 2 is negative 20y. We have to change signs. Make sure you remember to change those signs. I did. This was a positive, it was a negative, and there was a negative, and now it's a positive. Yep. So 20y, bringing down the 8, almost done. Last one, guys. 5 times what gives me 20y? 4. So 4 times my 5y is 20y. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Change the signs. They cancel out. So our answer is this right there. So our answer, just so you guys know, is 25y squared plus 10y plus 4.
This is a really, really weird question, but how did you get 10?
How did I get? Oh, just a second. I'll tell you in a second, Tony. You have to look and say 5 times what gives me 50.
Okay.
And that's 10. All right. Now, Tony, you said, why do you change signs?
Yeah.
2 goes into 100.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know why, or you really don't? Okay. Okay. 2 goes into 100. Long division. The first step is to say, how many times does 2 go into 10? 5. So 5 times 2 is 10. You want to subtract down. That's the rule of division. So that's 0. And so now you have 2 times what gives me 0?
0.
So you always have to, that's why you change the sign, because you're subtract, the second step, Tony, the second step is always subtraction. Okay? All right, that's why you change the sign. Other questions?